Welcome to this week's episode of The American Dream. I'm Dave Panozzo, and this is my wife, Kim.
Hi there.
We are excited to have our special guests on this week.
Yay!
AJF Engineering. This is their team. We have Paul, Sharon, Allie, and Joey. This is a very intricate part of our business, especially when we have buyers that are purchasing a home. Because what's next? You have to have the home inspected. And
very important.
Our team comes in at every transaction to take a look at the home, to see structure, AC, plumbing, electrical
Does it have
panel,
termites?
Termites, a lot of different things. And what's really cool is, and their story is somewhat of the American dream. It's a family-owned business.
Yes.
How long have you guys been in business, may I ask?
In Arizona since 1996.
Oh my
Oh, wow.
22 years.
22 years.
Absolutely.
22 long years.
Oh, no.
We
So
started in Pennsylvania actually before
Oh,
that.
that's
so we've been doing it a
right.
long time.
awesome. So how many homes do you think you, as a company, you have inspected over the years?
Well, we've inspected over 65,000 home and commercial properties since 1996.
Wow. Now, with this being a family-owned business, so what's
Allie.
with mom and dad on a daily
Well, being
basis?
the A in AJF, for but it's been fun to watch the business grow over the years. So I
bet.
love being able to be full-time and continue to, help serve our clients and real estate agents that we work with and help people when they're purchasing the biggest investment that they're usually making.
Excellent. Well, let's do this. Let's segue. We're going to take a walk around the house, and we're going to point out some do's and don'ts and some things that we can look at. Okay, so we're at the electrical panel, and this is definitely something that I don't like to mess around with. When the power goes out or something, I can flip a breaker, but explain to us exactly what you look at when you open up the panel like this.
Well, first of all, I want to tell you, this is your main electrical. And of course, people from outside Arizona, they see it outside and they go, oh my God, my electrical panel's outside.
It's not in the basement.
They're used to seeing it in the basement. So it's normal to have it here. So we look for the size of the service. Hey, it's 200 amps. That's typical of today. Is that going to be sufficient for the home? Then what we do is we take the panel off. And we really get to the guts of it. So here's all your individual breakers. They should be labeled. We make sure we have the proper wire to breaker size match. We look for any kind of scorching or corrosion or rust, anything that might adversely affect the electrical function of the home.
All right, now let's go in the backyard. We're going to look for evidence of termites, and you're going to like this, so let's go.
So what we're looking for when we're looking for evidence of subterranean termites, typically you're going to see a little dirt tube that's going to come from the ground that will come straight up the stem wall of the house. And what we're going to do, we go around the house and we're shining with our flashlight, making sure we don't see any little shelter tubes around. Like I said, termites are very, very common out here. Your home inspector is the best guy to do the inspection for the termites because we're in every crack and corner of the house. Okay, here we are in the bathroom. Pretty much when we get up to sinks, first thing I do is turn on the hot water. I let the hot water run for a good while, and then while that's running, we're going to get underneath the sink here. And what we're looking for is any signs of leakage. Sometimes all plumbing connections are usually installed hand tight. So a lot of times if you don't put them hand tight enough, you will get leakage around the couplings here, also corrosion. This sink setup is very clean underneath here. Now that the hot water has been running for a while, what we do, we'll shoot it with our infrared temperature gun, and that will tell me the temperature of the hot water. That way we can make sure we have that. And then we're also going to run the cold for a while, make sure the stopper's working, and just the overall counter here, we're looking for any signs of cracks across the back, just really anything that could cause a leak after the buyers move in.
So let's get into the roof. Talk to me about the roof tiles.
Yeah, so these are what they call concrete roof tiles. This is probably the most common roof tiles in the valley here. What we're doing, we're looking for any crack tile. You also want to make sure that they're properly set up here to where the holes are not backing out of these tiles here. Also, we have our flat roof here. This is what we call a modified bitumen roof, which is like a rubber roof. It has granule materials on it. Think of it as pieces of cheese that are melted together. So they lay it up here, they torch the seams, and it melts it all together and creates a really good flat roof barrier. The biggest thing on flat roofs is to keep the scuppers clean. These are what they call scuppers, where all the water that lands here is going to go through these openings. A lot of times we see dirt and debris built up here, and what happens is when the dirt and debris builds that water up, it starts to go back other directions, and if these seams aren't sealed, you'll get water underneath there.
Just want to thank AJF Engineering for coming out today and showing everyone what it looks like to have a home inspection. No one got electrocuted, no one fell off the roof, and no one got pushed in the pool yet.
Uh-oh.
So once again, thanks for tuning in this week. Back to you in the studio.